Hi everyone, how's your quarantine days? I hope you guys are doing fine because today we're going to talk about Area 51 to live and work up your brain again. With us three, Mary, Kikit, and Mutia. Now let's get jump right in. So first of all, what is Area 51 and how can it become a conspiracy? Based on Wikipedia, Area 51 is the common name of a highly classified United States Air Force facility located in the Nevada Test and Training Range. Allegedly, this military base is used to be the landing site for UFOs and aliens. Because of the high-level secrecy of the base, many theories and conspiracy came up to light as people become curious and questioning about the real existence of the extraterrestrial creatures. Moreover, in 1955, a mysterious object was reported to be seen flying about the base, which caused many questions and more curiosity from people around the world. So, does UFO and aliens really exist? Or is it just merely a conspiracy? We don't know. We'll find it next. Our first attitude toward this issue is like, what an alien? But then we realize that our universe is beyond huge and we haven't yet discovered it all. So this kind of fact, we rather thinking that it's possibly possible and the report can be also true. We don't know. So to light up this confusion, we go through news articles about Area 51 and observe it all together. The first article is from NBCnews.com, a pretty well-known news source, and they also have their own channel on TV. Most of the statements presented in the article was made through an observation of CIA's document stored in National Security Archive. Seeing it has a valid source for its statement, we can consider this article as a trustworthy one. The article itself is titled Area 51 and its purpose declassified. No UFOs but lots of YouTube spy planes. From the title itself, we can already tell what's in the article and what's in the Area 51. As what I observed, the author purposely wrote this article to deliver or to inform what's in the CIA documents related to Area 51, like what's in the base, what's happening in 955, and what spy plane U2 is. The article showcased the document's statement that the base was used to test secret airplanes called U2 in August 1955, which debunked the whole UFO tales which spreading around those years. Moreover, the base was continuously used to test spy planes like A-12 Oxguard and the D-21 Techboard, and also the stealth fighter F-117. However, even the first part of the article telling so, insisting that it's no UFO activity, but at the second part of the article, there is an updated information from a UFO investigator insisting his contrary towards CIA's documents of U2 spy planes. The article showcased his side of story telling that it was not possible to be U2 spy planes, but the article didn't support further evidence towards his statements. For the bias, as the author mostly makes his statement based on the observation of the book, he mostly said like the book said, the document said, the writer said, the author said. We don't consider him having a bias towards the issue. His attitude when he presents the information is neutral, as he didn't bring down or drag one side of story too much. He also didn't use any convincing words in his statements which may indicate his bias. As it is presented in a news portal, The author wrote this article with formal diction. Furthermore, the author placed his additional information after the document's statement make the whole article seems pretty logical and trustworthy. For example, when the author states his opinion, such high level of secrecy combined with the occasional sightings of strange aircraft have filled UFO tales for decades. It was led by a quoted statement from the document telling like this. The authors of the CIA history, Gregory Bedlow and Donald Wilhelmbach, say that his site was nicknamed the Paradise Ranch, or simply the Ranch, to make it sound more attractive to the past project workers. The first U-2 test flights took place at Area 51 on August 4, 1995. And over the years that followed, the site was used for training U-2 pilots. So when we read the passage as a whole, we can understand his point that the military base was used to test the secret aircraft U-2 and continuously used to train the pilots. That's probably why people keep seeing strange and uncommon aircraft flying above the base and rise many conspiracy theories.
For nearly 60 years, government of the USA denied Area 51 even exists. For the first time, the Pentagon has officially confirmed the existence of this place. In this second article we found that there was in fact a $22 million government program to collect and analyze anomalous aerospace threats. Government speak for the UFOs. Washington Post is one of the well-known news websites that usually present an article supported with trustworthy sources. We get the point of this article is only to tell people about the government confirmation that they founded a program in Area 51. Clive Aronson Jr., the author of this article, just wanted to inform his reader about the involvement of the US government in any activity or program in Area 51. The article for a couple times mentioned about the activity that people know in Area 51, but in this article we are also present with genuine confirmation from the government about these activities. That is why it seems natural. In 1955, President Dwight D. Eisenhower approved the addition of this strip of waistline, known by its MAC designation as Area 51, to the Nevada test site, according to a CIA story of a spy plane declassified in 2013. The area was near the Atomic Energy Commission FAS, the Cholet Proving Grounds, and was used to test the high-altitude U-2 plane. A parade of top-secret aircraft was tested in the area, according to Reuters, including the A-12 aircraft, a spy plane that flew faster than the speed of sound, and the angular F-11-7 stealth ground attack jet. But Area 51 quickly became a wireframe for not quite variable musing about alien life, secret technology, and supernatural behavior. Keeping holes in out there, theories had an easy explanation. The government is working diligently to keep the real story under wraps. From that, we could tell that the author doesn't have a bias with the topic. Sure, it talks more about the conspiracy, but still, it's fair delivering news from both sides. Also, it is easy to understand this article. Once and succeed, deliver the news in formal and informative way. Then we got the third article with the title Secret of Area 51, A History of Controversy. Area 51 is full of controversy since it has launched thousands of conspiracy theories. The article was written by Molly Woods from CBS News. To my mind, this article is trustworthy since the domain itself is CBS News. It is credible and well known to present reliable news. The article also supported with analysis data and well-founded sources. Using Annie Jacobson's book, Area 51, An Uncensored History of America's Top Secret Military Base for its main sources, this article managed to convey the main point of this writing, that is informing people controversies surrounding Area 51, which is one of the most enduring mystery and sources of speculating in American history. There are a number of controversial topics discussed in this book, such as human experimentation and psychological warfare, along with a high-level cover-up. Area 51 as a home for the development of the now famous U-2 spy plane, the building and testing ground for the top-secret A-12 Oscar spy plane, which, in Air Force hands, became the rather invisible SR-71 Blackbird stealth plane. Then, the last and the most controversial part was when this book talked about the Roswell UFO. The only anonymous sources in this book deliver still classified details about the tragedy, about a dish-shaped aircraft engineered by the Nazi scientists and sent by Joseph Stalin as a part of psychological warfare campaign was reported to be found there in Area 51. Didn't find any persuasive word that can imply distortion, so it seems quite normal to me. When she said, "For my part, I hope the controversial last chapter doesn't overshadow the book in its entirety, although it's clearly the headline." From that statement, we can tell that the author doesn't have a bias with the topic. In addition, it's easy to understand her informative writing since the author used formal diction while reviewing the book and writing the article. In the end, the author left the choice about the topic to her readers. She said, "What do you think? Do you believe it's possible the US government engaged in human experimentation at Area 51? Tell us your thoughts in the comment down below. That is why it seems pretty natural to me."
Okay, for the last article titled "The Biggest Conspiracy Theories Around Area 51" from Daily Dot, we found that this article is trustworthy to be discussed because Daily Dot is well known as a high-rated news portal for factual reporting due to proper sourcing and clean fact-check record. This article also provides evidence and reliable source to answer about the conspiracy theories around Area 51, such as from the government who made its classification of Area 51, and the CIA in 2013 stated that CIA officially acknowledged the existence of Area 51 and the documents that followed held no secret about aliens or UFOs. As far as I know this, the author's purpose is to persuade readers to believe that the conspiracy theory which is related to Area 51 is untrue. Furthermore, he also wrote this article to inform the readers about Area 51 and what really happened there, such as why Area 51 has so many UFO sightings, how weird Area 51 conspiracy theories get, and have these conspiracy theories proven true. For the bias, the author appears to against or more contradictory to the topic. It is clearly seen when the author stated that the flying saucers were actually some of America's most advanced airplanes. For further details, it's from the statement of the author based on the government declassification documents in 1991 that the high-flying sugar-shaped UFO was the U-2 spy plane, while the triangular-shaped plane turned out to be the SR-71 spy planes and early concept of the stealth fighters. In addition, when presenting the information, the author's attitude shows against to the way he represents the information. He tracks one side of the story too much, and in his statements he also uses any persuasive words which indicate bias. And from the author's word choice in this article is understandable even though he used the formal diction as it is a news website. As I mentioned before, in this article, the author used words based on the trusted source or data when writing his statements such as from the government, the CIA, the UFO researcher, Dennis claims, and etc. that makes this article trustworthy. Based on what we observed from all those articles, we believe that there are no aliens in Area 51. Area 51 is a top US Air Force base for testing all new aircraft and weapons prototypes, where anyone who has permission to enter the base cannot discuss without authorization what goes on there. Because the advanced airplanes like American Stealth SR-71, U-2 and A-12 were tested and developed there, it leads to some sighting that people mistake for alien spacecraft, so the assumption was that aliens are being kept in secret underground silos or something like that. The whole alien thing worked out in their favor as it hit their real motive. We think they craft the flow of the rumor as well after it was burned and sprayed a bit using ex-employees to facilitate the procedure. Their prototypes were basically tested at night and acted like differently compared to the normal planes and led to this speculation in the first place. In addition, Area 51 exists in an isolated area of Nevada that is difficult even for civilians to see from miles away, and so makes for an isolated, relatively secret infrastructures. That's the reasons why it's forbidden to approach that place. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Hoping to see you again. Bye.